on the horizon. We'll tell you about it.
And we're already seeing sunny skies. Temperatures today above average once again, but big changes starting tomorrow, including the chance of rain.
And the oops scene around the world. Astronauts make a mistake during a routine spacewalk, and now that fallout can be spotted all over the globe. We'll explain.
She's an actor, she's a singer, she's an actor. Life by Ella's Lily Brooks O'Brien performing live in studio. That's coming up in entertainment.
Good morning to you and welcome to the KTLA Weekend Morning News at 9 o'clock. I'm Lauren Lister.
And I'm Pedro Rivera. Thank you for joining us on this Sunday.
Yeah.
Hopefully you're having a great day. It's been fantastic so far here.
It has been. And you know, it's nice outside.
66 in Ontario. This afternoon, here's what we can expect for temperatures. 85 in El Monte, 61 for Big Bear, 80 for Santa Ana, 78 for Oxnard, and 83 in Santa Clarita. And we'll talk about the rest of the work week and the chance of rain and snow coming up. Back to you.
Casey, thank you. Now to our top story this morning, a state of emergency declared following that massive fire that raged beneath the 10 freeway yesterday morning.
Several agencies now working together to assess the damage. KTLA's Aaron Myers live in downtown LA with more on the cleanup and what it will take to repair it. And Aaron, it is sounding like this will impact the Monday morning commute.
Good morning to you both. Right now, they just don't know how long this freeway closure is going to last. There are crews out here ready to get to work, but they're still waiting to get the all clear. Hazmat teams have to clear the area, and then structural engineers need to go in and assess the damage before crews can get started. You can see, though, they have brought in some heavy equipment, an excavator there, and there is a lot of debris underneath the freeway. That is where the fire started yesterday. It went through several storage yards under the freeway, the damage spanning about 2 blocks. Now, last night, Mayor Karen Bass, she toured the area and released a statement saying that she has directed city departments to immediately plan for how to address increased traffic in the area. She also says the White House stands at the ready to assist with whatever is needed. As for the state of emergency, Governor Gavin Newsom said the state will assess damage, remove hazardous waste, and begin repairs as soon as the site can be accessed. Now, the fire did start early yesterday morning in an industrial area near 14th Street and Alameda. It was so intense it melted fences and guardrails along the 10 freeway and caused chunks of concrete on the freeway's columns to break away. We are told fire trucks were damaged and cars, pallets, shipping containers, and more in the storage yards burned. It took more than 160 firefighters hours to douse the flames, and crews were monitoring hot spots into yesterday evening. There was a homeless encampment underneath the freeway that sent people running for safety when the fire broke out. Fortunately, no one was hurt, and the city is helping those that lost their belongings and who need shelter. Now, this morning, Caltrans tells me that hazmat samples were taken last night and have gone to the lab to be tested. They do expect the results to be back sometime today, and hazmat needs to give the all clear before engineers can go in and assess the damage and determine the structural integrity of the freeway. Crews have been out here all night, more arriving this morning, but the process may take some time.
A lot of it's planning, strategic planning, and so there's, they're on standby, but they're also making plans of how they're going to go in. It depends on the extent of the material. I mean, once we find out, the hazardous material cleanup is going to take a bit, and we don't know how long. But for public safety, for the workers, we have to be as safe as possible.
And safety is of the utmost importance. Currently, the cause of this fire is still under investigation. Right now, parts of the 10 remain closed from Alameda to the East LA interchange. They are saying to avoid this area or take alternate routes if you can for the time being. We are hearing there will be a news conference at some point today, possibly with the mayor and maybe even Governor Gavin Newsom. Reporting live here in downtown, I'm Aaron Myers. I'll send it back to you in the studio.
Updated as soon as we learn more about that press conference. Now to Tustin, where lingering poor air quality in the area is forcing residents to stay indoors. It all started with a massive fire that destroyed a World War II era hangar on Tuesday.
Local parks are closed, and school officials have already announced the closures of all campuses tomorrow in this area. KTLA's Annie Rose Ramos live in Tustin with the very latest. And Annie Rose, we know the air quality is bad. You have that mask, and there's a lot of advisories about it, right?
You know, really, the concern is growing in this area from residents. They said at first they were just sad to see the historic hangar go down with these flames, but now there's just a real concern about what to do next and whether or not there's going to be real health impacts for this community, because we're standing across the street where there's an entire residential community. I'm going to step aside because that latest flare-up happened yesterday evening. That is when parts of the very top of this hangar near the roof were on fire. It was still up in flames when we arrived in the 4 a.m. hour. You can see some of that debris still falling down from the top, and we know that that debris really potentially hazardous. All right, the supervisor representing this area, his name is Don Wagner. He spoke to the fire authority and said this on social media, quote, "There is no threat of spread and there isn't debris in the smoke due to the low energy of the fire. EPA's perimeter limits our ability to mitigate, and letting it burn out is the safest strategy." But again, we know that that debris, the fact that he said it isn't in the smoke due to the low energy, is an important detail there. We want to go to some images sent to us by a resident this morning. She's pregnant and has asthma. She's afraid to leave her home. She lives right across the street, but she sent us these images from her home that she took, where you can see the debris. The city says you shouldn't sweep away, that you should put the hose and wash it away, but you can see in these photos washing it away with water just won't work because some of those debris pieces are just too big to do that. She doesn't want her children to come near it either, but it's littered around her entire house. Now, that first fire started on Tuesday at around 1:30, and that is when a lot of that debris got sifted throughout this entire neighborhood. Due to the size of the 17-story structure and difficulty of safely reaching the frames, fire crews opted to pull back and wait for the fire to burn out. But after debris and ash were collected and tested positive for asbestos, Orange County issued a state of emergency. Schools and parks were closed and everyone urged to stay inside. But residents who we spoke to say they're still confused about what to do next. Take a listen. Your biggest concern is what to do and what not to do, right?
Of course, yeah. I mean, you know, you hear about these tiny little particles that are floating in the air, but, you know, at night when you look in the light and you don't see anything, so you think it's clear, but then all of a sudden you get a big whiff of the smoke and stuff like, just like down there, the smoke is way stronger than it is over by my house. So, you know, so we think we're safe, but we still haven't opened our windows in a week, you know, so we've got fans in the house right now. You know, we're not sure whether we should use our air conditioner or not, you know, because they talk about the way your air conditioner set up. Is there a lot of intake from the outside air? Is there not? And I'm not really sure.
All right, health officials now sounding the alarm, telling residents that they are some recommendations like staying inside. This is one park in the area that you're looking at that has signs posted around it saying the facility is closed. Residents are told to close their windows. They're told to remove their shoes once they are outside, wear a mask when they are outside. Schools will be closed tomorrow after being closed on Thursday and then Friday for Veterans Day. And now again, they're going to be closed tomorrow. Many parents we spoke to say wondering how long this is going to last. Back here live, we don't know what caused this fire. It is under investigation. We don't know how long it's going to take for this fire to completely burn out. We don't see any flames from here right now, but we are going to be hearing from the police of Tustin. He's going to be joining us coming up in the next hour to give us an update. They've been in briefings, city representatives all morning long. He also did tell us, and he's going to speak more about it in the next hour, that they're going to send teams out here to pick up some of that debris that you saw photos of. We've also seen residents out here with trash cans picking up that debris, as we know that that could be potentially hazardous to one's health. All right, reporting live, I'll send it back to you in the studio.
Yeah, even if you don't see any flames, you can have those very small hot spots still burning. So they're going to be monitoring that. Thank you so much, Annie Rose. Now to the latest on the Israel-Hamas war, where the fierce fighting around hospitals has led to the near collapse of Gaza City's healthcare infrastructure. The health minister says Gaza's largest hospital is now a, quote, open war zone. It's the second largest hospital now out of service, with doctors describing dire humanitarian conditions at the facility where thousands of displaced people have been taking shelter. The health minister claims the hospital is under siege, something Israel denies. Israeli defense forces say they're allowing for patients to evacuate south and help evacuate babies.
New this morning, your employee health plan could soon cover weight loss drugs. That's according to new research by consulting firm Mercer. They surveyed more than 1,000 businesses and found about 18% of them want to add weight loss drugs as part of their benefits package. Right now, less than half of employers cover the new generation of obesity drugs like Ozempic. And as demand for those kinds of drugs spike, companies may see it as a way to lure in new workers.
The Northern Torrid meteor shower may soon produce its brightest meteors yet. Stemming from a parent comet called Enki, the Torrid shower typically produces 5 meteors per hour, and because of the comet's debris, tends to be around 3 feet in diameter. The meteors appear brighter as they blaze through the atmosphere. Peak activity for the Northern Torrids is expected tonight after midnight during the very early morning hours. Something to look up to.
I love those Torrids.
So cool. So cool. All right, somewhere hundreds of miles above Earth's surface is a lost NASA tool bag.
The bag slipped away from 2 astronauts while performing routine work on the International Space Station this week.